Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier. He was
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy
Hold on, bro. I'm trying to fucking...
Nice steady gain.
At the 30-yard line.
Get my streamer some shit.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. All day, dog.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
McNichols, the ball carrier.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Derrick Henry on the carry. He was brought down by Vaughn.
Damn, bro, your internet's fucking up.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone.
Oh, shit.
Down and distance count.
I was stupid.
First down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Josie Jewell.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Tannehill now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go on 4. Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Broncos nothing. Stephen Gostkowski sets the kickoff.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Thank you for the 100 stars, Rob.
It in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Block and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
On the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. A big seam and
damn it, son.
Away. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 69 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Oh, what the fuck that dude come from?
The running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Let's go. 30. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike's 47.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
47 is the mic.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, motherfucker.
One that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
By the Broncos.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the Titans' 13-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 28-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsay.
Thanks for the 1,000 stars, Rob.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Clock now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's
You fucking serious?
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 65 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with it.
Garbage.
Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back.
Bitch, I wasn't even watching the goddamn screen.
But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
21.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus.
Oh, now you got a mic that you're scoring, huh? Stupid bitch.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Tannehill.
Oh, you
And
fucking
he's gonna be
bitch.
intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
By the Broncos.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Denver.
Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Titans 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Raymond now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have the...
Derrick Henry all alone. 30. 10.
Keep going, keep running, man.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 70 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13.
Broncos 28, Titans 15. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Lindsey on the
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
4, and it's 3rd down.
Block working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Pass caught left side by Humphreys. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Tannehill throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So now the Broncos offense will come out here as they'll try to add on 2 more. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
25, Mel.
Smiles on his faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And now here is picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a super yard line.
By the Broncos.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. On 2nd and 9, Locke. Now he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 9 yards to go.
To throw it is Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Raymond now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Today's final score, Broncos 47, Titans 15.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they